Welcome to Money and Media, presented by FinCon. My name is Andy Hill, and today we're going to be talking about the latest news with FinCon in 2020 and beyond. I'm happy to be joined by Interim CEO of FinCon, Jessica Bufkin, who's going to bring us up to speed on what's going on. Welcome to the show, Jessica.
Hey, thanks. It's good to be here. Good to be here.
Good to see you and good to chat. So, there's been a global pandemic going on. Not sure if you've noticed, but our community has, and they're waiting to hear the latest news on what's going on with FinCon 2020. Do you have some news for us today, Jessica?
I do, but I just want to preface it by saying I have good news and bad news. So let's start with the bad news. Many of you may know already, because of the global pandemic, we will not be hosting FinCon 2020 in Long Beach in September. And no one is more bummed about that than we are. We love getting together with the FinCon community every year. This would have been our 10th year. We were planning a huge celebration, but it's just best for everyone that we don't have an actual live event in September in Long Beach. So I'm really sad about that. But I do come with good news.
Tell us the good news. So tell us the good news.
So the good news is that in 2021, next September, we will be gathering for FinCon 2021 in Austin, Texas. So that is a city that people have asked about for a long time. They have wanted us to be in Austin and requested it for years, and we've just never been able to make it happen. And the stars aligned, and we will be able to do that in 2021. So when we get back together, we will be in the Lone Star State in Austin, helping keep it weird, eating some tacos, and talking about money at the Austin Convention Center. So September 22nd through the 25th. And because I like two pieces of good news, and actually may have three, but second one, in 2022, all you West Coasters, we're coming back to Long Beach. So we didn't make it there for this year. So we have negotiated with the convention center that we will, I guess I'll say return, not that we have actually been there yet, but our plans are that we will be back on the West Coast in Long Beach in 2022. That's November 2nd through the 5th. It'll be our first year to actually host FinCon in November, but with a lot of major events rescheduling this year, from this year to future years. A lot of dates were unavailable, but we're excited about that. We're excited that because we love being on the West Coast, it's not always an easy place to book events. And so we're excited that we will be back in 2022 there. So I just don't want you West Coasters to feel like we're leaving you out.
That is great news. I mean, this is totally from a selfish standpoint. I've always wanted to go to Austin. I've never been to Austin in my whole life.
Oh, you've never been?
Never been. I heard it's a great city, and I'm so excited that that's happening. And I was really excited about Southern California, so I'm very happy to hear that we're going to be going back in 2022. That's cool. Very cool. And you said something about a third piece of good news. So what's that all about?
Got a third one. Well, the third piece is that we still will be getting together in 2020, albeit virtually. It won't be live. We'll have a one-day virtual online event called FinCon X, and it will take place on Friday, November the 13th of 2020. And we will have some main stage speakers, some breakouts. We'll have some opportunities for pro networking. We'll have exhibitors with booths. It will still be a one-day FinCon event. It won't be live and in person, but we still get together in 2020 as a community and still talk about money and the exciting things that we love to talk about at FinCon.
I love that. I
have good news. I have good news.
You come with good news. I love that. I love that.
2020, we need all the good news we can get.
Absolutely. 2020's got I saw this t-shirt online the other day and it said 2020 and it had a 5-star rating below it, but it only had 1 star. It's no thanks. I'll take a different year. So let's talk about, there's a lot of people are thinking about, okay, so there's the virtual event this year, and then there are the events that are coming up in person in 2021 and 2022. What does that mean for my ticket? So let's say I bought a ticket, which I did, for 2020. Can I just transfer that for Austin for 2021? Talk to me through that.
Sure. So if you are a current pass holder for FinCon 2020, then you don't have to do anything at all. We will transfer your pass for you to Austin. So you have probably gotten an email by now already. And if you haven't, check the email that you registered for your pass with. So not just any email, but the one that you registered in Eventbrite or Ticket Spice. and we will make that transfer for you, so you don't have to do anything. And what that does for you is it locks in the lowest price, because ticket prices will go up. It gives you complimentary access to FinCon 2021 video recordings. It also gives you access to all the content that's currently in FinCon University, so that's another perk of transferring that pass. And it gives you access to FinCon X. So by just keeping your pass as it is, not touching a reply button at all, you get all those things with it. Plus you get to go to FinCon, or get to attend FinCon X virtually in November. So
I love that. That keeps things simple. So I do nothing, and I get to go. Well, as somebody who purchased a ticket already, I get to go to Austin 2021 and FinCon X. No, nothing I need to do.
We wanted to make that as seamless as possible for you guys, because it's just been a year of just all kinds of change. And so ultimately, you want to go to Austin, leave it as it is. We'll take care of that for you.
Got it. Well, there's been a lot of other, financial news this year. People have run into some hard times. What if somebody just wants a refund altogether and they are not in for 2021?
And that's absolutely, we will refund you 100% if you would like a refund. In that same email, to the email address that you registered with, there will be a refund request form. So you just click on that, fill it out. August 31st is the deadline for those refunds. So you just fill it out by then. We will process that. Now, if we don't hear from you, go back to what I said before. We're just going to transfer your pass. But if you want a refund, fill out the form, and that deadline is August 31st for refunds.
So you said 100% refunds.
100% refund.
That's incredible. Yep. I signed up for a half marathon in Detroit, and their policy is 50% refunds. And I'm like, oh man, God, you're not even gonna do the race.
And it's a hard year for events, and we are very grateful that we're able to say 100% refunds. But we definitely, obviously, hope everybody's going to be in Austin with us next year and would take advantage of the pricing, the price point as it is currently, as well as FinCon X. But we get it. Some people need the refund or want the refund, and we will give it to you. So,
awesome. Well, let's say I, didn't already purchase a pass. I don't need a refund or anything like that, but I'm now very interested in going to FinCon 2021 in Austin. How do I buy a pass?
Yeah, so you just go to the website, finconexpo.com. There will be a chart on there of our different types of passes that you can purchase. And right now is going to be the cheapest price that they will be available. And so if you want to lock in that low price, you can go ahead and purchase it now. And you will receive complimentary access to FinCon X in November if you purchase the ticket for a pass for Austin now. So that price will go up later in the year, but for now, if you want to take advantage of the lowest pricing available, then that's the way to do that. Go to the website, finconexpo.com.
FinConExpo.com. Yeah, if you guys are new to FinCon, I've only attended for 4 years, but man, I have a blast. I learned so much, and it's been going on for 10. So I know there's a lot of people who've been with it for the entire 10. So
only 4. It feels like you've been with us for 10, Andy.
I know. Well, 2020 feels like 10 years too, doesn't it?
Seriously.
All right. Well, one more time, Jessica. Let's talk dates and locations for FinCon stuff going on. So tell us about Austin 2021, Long Beach 2022, and then FinCon X. Just throw those dates and times at us again.
Absolutely. And to let you know, these are all going to be listed on the website as well, and in the email that you receive if you're a pass holder. So just know if you need a hard copy of that, that's where you can find them, finconexpo.com. But FinCon 2021 will take place in Austin, Texas, September 22nd through the 25th of 2021. And FinCon 2022... could be a lot of tongue twisting going on here. FinCon 2022 will take place in Long Beach, California, November 2nd through the 5th of 2022. And then for this year, if you want to attend our one-day online event called FinCon X, that will take place, this one's easy to remember, on Friday, November the 13th of 2020.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Jessica, thank you so much for your time. Obviously, if people want to stay in touch with FinCon and know what the latest and greatest is, this YouTube channel is an awesome way to do it. So please hit subscribe. But where else can people go to stay informed on FinCon?
Sure. FinConExpo.com is the website. You can also email us anytime if you have questions to admin@FinConExpo.com. We try to keep the website as filled with information as possible. But you definitely can also email us if you have specific questions that you can't find answered there. So
Excellent.
good to talk to you.
Jessica, thanks so much
Good
for your
to have
time
some
today.
good news.
Absolutely. I
Also,
love
bad
it.
news.
Yeah, you get the little, news that kind of stinks this year, but then lots of great news that's coming up. So thank you very much for sharing it with us today.
Thanks, Andy.